Alrighty. Well, we got nobody in, but I can at least talk for a little while. I gotta go ahead and wait a couple more minutes. Alrighty. So, uh, so we're gonna go ahead and get started here. It's been a while since I've streamed on this channel, so see how it goes. I stream on my other channel a lot, so today I just wanna hello some and cannot pronounce that, but thank you for joining. So today I just want to talk about some stuff that's kind of in my mind a little bit, and kind of just go from there. I wrote it down. I wrote a lot down actually. So hopefully I'm not on here too late because I gotta get up a little bit early in the morning. So I will not be giving out that information. I am sorry. But so today we just go ahead and start with. It's been a while since people have heard me talk and know what my channel is about. My channel is called the Pentecostal Inspirational, and I give a lot of I talk a lot about Jesus and stuff like that. And today we are gonna be just wrote the whole thing down of what I want to talk about while I'm on here, and I made stuff in between these. Who knows? I'm already been live for 4 minutes, so the first thing that I want to start with real quickly is this saying. I heard it somewhere, and it's kind of stuck with me today. Most people won't turn to God in tough situations because evil people make them feel worthless and also make them feel like they don't deserve it. Am I am I right? And when I say that, it means that um, what that basically means is people won't turn to God when they're going through something because they either don't think that they deserve God to help them, or somebody's telling them that they're worthless. And I promise you that thought ain't coming from God. That when people are saying that, that is coming from the devil, right? And what I basically wrote down here is you're saying take a blink. Huh? Don't know what that means. But that's basically what this is going on here is people don't want to run to God when situations are going on when they should be running to him, running closer to him when situations are going on. And here's what you need to do. When people tell you that, you look at them and you say, I'm not here to listen to you. I'm here to serve my purpose, which is to serve Him and one day get to heaven to live with Him. And I think that's what a lot of people need to take into account when they're is just that, is trusting in Him. And so how do you get closer to Him? Praying, and going to church can help too. And yeah, there's multiple ways to get closer to Him. It's just gaining a connection with Him. And like I said, going to church helps me, and and it's a good way to get closer to Him. And then just praying and asking Him for any sins that you have to be forgiven. And yeah, um, that's that's how I would say that. And a lot of times people need to put their trust in the Creator instead of putting their trust in the creation. People need to worship the Creator instead of worshiping the creation. If you guys understand what I mean there. Also, we need to like fight. And I hope you guys know when I say fight, I don't mean using your fists and hands and stuff like that to win the fight. You know how you hit the fight? Getting down on your knees and hitting the altar. That is a big thing, is hitting that altar when you're going through those tough times. And I hope you guys know that He will never leave you. He will always be there for you no matter what situation you're going through. You just got to put your trust in Him, and He will always stand by you. See what else I got written down here. Comment. Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Silver. Says the silver watches. Yeah, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I'm sorry. And you just got to give it all to Him. Just give it all to Him. And everything, depression, anxiety, addictions, give it all to Him. Because you can't carry it on your own. No matter how hard you try, you won't be able to carry it all. You won't be able to carry it on your own. And if you just give it to Him, He will. I pray that I pray it every day that I give all of my. How do I know God's real? I know God's real because I have a personal connection with Him. He has changed my life in so many different ways. If you go back a couple streams ago, I've made a stream about sharing my testimony and stuff that God has done for me and the stuff that He can do for you if you just put your trust in Him. Then that is how I know that God is real, because I got a personal connection with Him, and He has changed my life. And I know it's hard to believe sometimes, but He's real, realer than you know, and it just. I have no connection with any other gods. I believe in the one true God, which is Jesus Christ. And I think that is the main thing, is I have a connection with Jesus Christ. And yeah. There are no other gods. He is the only God. He is the name above all names, the King of Kings, the Lord of Lords. He is my Savior, and yeah. Let's see what else I have written down here. You don't want to fight through it by yourself, because it's just gonna. I don't know how to explain it. You don't want to fight through it by yourself. You need somebody to fight through it with you, and He will always be there. As long as you're trusting in Him, He will always stand there knocking at the door, and you got to be willing to sit there and answer it. And if you just trust him through it all. You know what you also tell the devil? You don't have access. You can be born and raised a devout religion, and it doesn't mean that people are faking that they believe in that religion, but if somebody leaves that religion, like say if somebody was a Buddhist and they were born and raised Buddhist, but they wanted to change and become a Christian, it's not they were faking that they believed in Buddhism, they just wanted to switch something that they had a personal connection with. That makes sense. Because I've always been born and raised Christian and I've never changed, but I have had my falling out with God, and I'll admit to it, but do they have personal connection in their own respective religion? People can have a personal connection in their own respective religion. I personally believe in my religion, which is Christianity, or Pentecostal, and stuff like that. That's what I believe in. Let's see. Let me get back onto my notes here. But, like I said, you can't let the devil have access to your life, to your family, to your church, to your life. Not to your testimony, not through your breakthrough. None of that. You just gotta you gotta let God handle it all. You know that song that says, "This means war"? That is where I got that from. You cannot have my family. You cannot have my increase. You cannot have my breakthrough. And I also said, you cannot have my testimony, because my testimonies will not be given to any other gods. My testimony will only be given to the one true God, which is Jesus Christ. My testimony won't be given to the devil. It will be given to the one true God, which is Jesus Christ. Okay. I had nothing else here, but that's been on my mind a lot recently, and sometimes it's a tough time serving the Lord, and I'll admit to it, but man, you're hitting me up with the questions today, which I don't mind either. What is your response to interesting? What's your separate personal connection with their gods? Which is one true God? I mean, I don't know how I could explain this. And I appreciate that, I really do. Sorry, I haven't read your name at all. Is it Moto Mechanic? I respect that you're asking these questions, and yeah, they can have a personal connection with their religion. Like, I'm not saying that nobody can have a personal connection with their opinion. What would separate personal connection with their gods with your one true God? Well, how I look at it is Christianity to me is the only religion that has the evidence to prove that it was real. You know what I mean? And with the people could have all their beliefs, and I'm not saying they can't, but I'm just saying what my personal belief is. People can believe whatever they want to believe, and that's another topic for another day. Is God gives everyone the choice to either serve Him or not. He gives you the freedom to do what you want to do, just like a father would. A father is going to try to train you up right, but he's not going to make you. Would you connect your deity not through church? Can you try to identify deity? Sorry, I don't know what that word means. I'm sorry. you connect your deity through not through the church or worship. Oh, okay. I think I see what you mean. Like how we live life and stuff like that. You connect with your deity not through church or the worship. Like how I live my life, kind of. Yeah, showing your light and showing that. Yeah. I'm done with my notes, so if you guys have questions, please put them in the chat. I'm willing to answer them. I do have a direct connection with him because of what he's done for me. Took me out of a dark place that I was having in my life, battling bad depression and bad anxiety more than anyone knows. And once I gave it all to him, it just everything that I was battling went away. Depression, anxiety, all of that. When I gave it to him. So it not just means through church and worship that I found him. I found him not just through church, but through having a connection with him and having a trust in him. You guys have any more questions? Previous question is, do you believe it's possible for other religions to have a similar relationship with their gods outside of religious traditions? I mean, they could, but I don't know how to explain this without, I don't know. I mean, yeah, they could. That's all I'm going to leave it at, is they could. You're welcome. I'm probably going to end it off here, guys. So, I want to thank everyone for joining, and thank you, Moto Mechanic, for all your questions. I'm always happy to answer. I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.